Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Ox here on the show as well, Robert. Evening, Robert.
Evening, Paul. How you doing?
Aye, mate. I'm all right. We'll cut to the chase, mate. The floor's yours with tonight's team.
Yes, mate. Some interesting selections tonight.
Yes.
Team tonight is Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Giga, Magoma, Chukwuani, Raskin, Diamondi, Gassama, Moore and Chermiti. The substitutes are Kelly, Fernandez, Romans, Sterling, Asgard, Antman, Skov Olsen, Naderi and Miovski.
Okay, we don't know the sports science between a lot of these players. Romans hasn't played much football. You know, Fernandez is new to at this level, potentially. Sterling coming back for injury. Skov Olsen's not played a lot, so we don't know the sports science behind it. But I don't think that was the team that most people were picking. I think maybe the midfield, Robert.
Aye, probably the midfield. It's probably the one that a lot of folk would have said, but everywhere else, barring maybe Moore and probably Suter coming back in the side, I think there's some surprises in there that a lot of people would have not predicted beforehand. But this is a team that Danny Rose went for, and it's a strong bench as well. So let's hope he's got the team line right tonight and they go and get us the victory, mate, because it's vital tonight.
On the hindsight will tell us where he's got it right or wrong, mate. But look, if I'm being honest, it wouldn't be the team I would have picked, yeah. But
Agreed.
we don't know the full rationale, mate. Yeah.
Aye, there's some, as you say, there's some logical decisions in there with Romans, obviously man management at game time, Sterling injury, Skov Olsen as well to an extent, trying to build up match fitness, and obviously the fitness level of Fernandez. But I think a lot of people expected him to come back into the side tonight. But I'm with yourself, mate. It's not what I would have predicted, and not what I'd have went for, but we are not paid to make the decisions Danny Rowe is.
No. Would you say the two talking points could be the centre forward and maybe the defence as a whole, but particularly the fullbacks?
Aye, I think so. Maybe more so Magoma and over Romans. And well, obviously, he mentioned yesterday Orange. I think it was a toss-up with a lot of folk between Tavernier and Sterling, and a few obviously elected for Sterling given his pace, power and strength. And Tavernier, a lot of people fancied him just because he's coming off the back of a hat-trick as well, and he's got the experience as well. But I think that's the main talking points. To an extent as well, Gassama. I know you touched on him last night, that you wouldn't be surprised if he came in. I think there'd be a few eyebrows raised that he's come back into the side as well.
I wouldn't have picked him, mate, but I thought the manager would, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, I'll need to have a word with Danny. He needs to start listening to me.
Does anybody?
Oh, nobody listens to me, mate. Nobody listens to me. No. But listen, mate, use a shout out with the team again. Maybe keep throwing the Motherwell team just to start in 11, mate, and then we'll get the phone lines open. Yes?
Yes, of course, mate. So the team is Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Giga, Magoma, Chukwuani, Raskin, Diamondi, Gassama, Moore and Chermiti. Substitutes are Kelly, Fernandez, Romans, Sterling, Asgard, Antman, Skov Olsen, Naderi and Miovski. And Motherwell lineup tonight is Ward, O'Donnell, McGinn, Welsh, Longello, Fadingra, Watt, Slattery, Just, Said and Maswanisi.
Let's hear from East.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, O'Donnell, McGinn and Wells should be looking forward to playing against their favourite team.
Aye, certainly, mate. I think take any one of them for a booking. That's my preference, I think.
But when you see that team, you see the three playing, mate, you know, they've done really well. Motherwell played good stuff, but is there anything to fear, mate? Or is it the bogey man?
I think we should be under no illusions, mate. It's going to be a very tricky tie. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think this season Motherwell's been the best footballing side. I don't have anything to fear tonight, though. It will be, in my opinion, it'll be a very scrappy game, given the conditions as well. I think it'll be very tight. Wouldn't surprise me if it's a bridge man tonight. And I think right now, any supporter would take that because it's 3 points. But as you say, Motherwell have been on some good form. You've touched on them before as well. That they were 1 point behind us when Danny Rowe came into the job. So, given where they are in this season and where we are, it's two form teams that are going at it, mate, and they'll both fancy the 3 points.
Aye, and as Albert keeps saying, that's what it's meant to be like, yeah.
Aye, that's it. It's the importance of a game. Previous fixtures, you maybe look at Rangers Motherwell and you go there expecting a win. Still expect to win tonight, but there's a lot more to consider going into this game tonight. Just the circumstances of the league positions of both teams, everything else around the area. There's a lot of kind of focus on tonight, mate. I think it's becoming every game's a big fixture, but this one tonight just seems a very important one given what's ahead for us as well.
Aye, look, mate, it's, the way the season's transpired, mate, it's a massive game, but they're all big now. We're turning for home, mate.
That's it. That is it. It's not how you start a season, it's how you finish it. And this is the business season, a business end of the season, as they always say. So right now we want to go on the run we had before, getting wins and clean sheets. This is the big part where it counts. So it starts tonight. As I said, I think it'll be quite a scrappy, tight game. Maybe not a lot between the sides in terms of big chances created. Hopefully we create the most and dominate, but I think it'll be a tight fixture, mate, just given the fact that Motherwell are quite compact defensively. They've kept the most clean sheets in the league. They've not conceded a goal at home in the league since October. I think they're quite hard to break down.
Some start that, mate. Some start that any level. It's good going, isn't it? You've got to be honest.
Aye, and for a team like Motherwell, it's probably something that you don't maybe associate with them a lot as well. So it's fair play to them. They've done well.
Yeah, we've been joined by our Jim. Evening, James.
Yeah, good morning, lads. I'm just waiting there. I said last night that he's going to pick the right team, mate. I just hope he has. It's not a team that maybe 90% of the fans would have picked.
Frown upside down.
No, not at all. Not at all, big man. But I just feel. I said last night. No.
Did you not get enough baby beauty sleep?
No, I didn't, mate. I've just woke up out of a nightmare, then, mate. Nah, seriously. I thought he would have went with Robbins and Antman and that donkey O'Donnell, mate. I really can't believe that he's changed A2, mate, and no get at him. Because I think he's their weak link, mate.
Just my personal, I don't think Antman's done enough yet to become a starter. Yeah, I wouldn't pick anybody on a performance against a Queen's Park team. Just my opinion, mate. Yeah, I know he'd come on and got a goal against Kilmarnock, mate, late on, but I wouldn't be picking him on a performance against Queen's Park, the Scottish Cup, and an 8-0 victory, mate. Just the way I see it. Robert?
It's a tough one because it has showed in the past few games, again, circumstances and the level of opposition are a factor, but he showed glimpses of what he can contribute. But you've got to remember he is coming back from injury as well, so he's like every other player. They'll be given the game management correctly that Danny Rowe's done beforehand, so I think that's probably on his mind, Jim, as well.
I think it's going to be a cracker. I really do. I think it's going to be a cracker. I think it'll be end to end.
I'm the opposite, Jim. I think it's going to be quite nervy and tight, if I'm being honest, mate.
So?
I think so.
I don't think they'll sit back, and I think it could benefit us, but I just hope he's picked the right personnel. I said that last night. That's it, mate. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
I'll teach you. Listen, just getting back to the team, I'm just looking at the substitutes. Barrami, but the 16 players that were involved the last time we played Motherwell at their place, 16 players, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 6, 7, sorry. Only 7 out of the 16 involved tonight, and you go.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? When you think it, when it was a total.
I'll read the team and the 5 subs that come on, yeah.
It's
a tough one. I don't know if you would get them, Robert. Right, obviously, Butland, Tavernier, De Giga, Suter, and Aarons. Diamandi, Rothwell, and Raskin. Dowell, Danilo, and Gassama. The substitutes that come on were Cameron, Dessers, Barjami, Barron, and Cortez.
Wow.
I don't know if I'd have got that. I don't know if I'd have got Cortez in a month or so.
I wouldn't even put him in there. I wouldn't even have thought about him, big man.
No, I wouldn't have thought him or double, to be fair, either.
I wouldn't have got him, no. Just shows you, mate, the turnaround's been pretty startling. And obviously, we all like to see these new players, and they've done well. The manager, let's put a bit of faith in him, Robert. Knows what he's doing. Romans, Skov Olsen, and Big Mandy Narderi, they'll play a part tonight, mate. And let's just see how it takes us.
I think you put it, didn't you, last night? You were saying, Ox, about the wee tight pitch. Could have made the decision to put them, maybe keep them out. You did kind of hint at it last night that you thought that they might have dropped it tonight, didn't you?
I think Olsen, what I've seen so far, he's a guy that would like pace. I don't know if he'd like players and tap him. So, that is a tight pitch. You don't have to look at Motherwell and see when you take a corner how close you are to the edge of the 18-yard box, mate. You see the difference. There's not a lot of space out there. I don't know about the length of the pitch. I suppose I could check it out, but it's just my take on it, Jim. Just my take on it. And I didn't think he would play Gassama for any other reason. That he seems to rate him. He sees it different for us, and he's one of his go-to men. I mean, he started at Parkhead. He started it in other big games. Yeah, his form's not been great, Robert, but manager likes him.
He does. He obviously thinks there's something there that you can use and utilise against Motherwell's defence. Consistently, we are yet to see it, but he obviously sees something and thinks he's got an attribute that can unlock them. Whether it's his pace against O'Donnell, whether it's the drives that we saw against Kilmarnock, just getting into the box. He obviously fancies him in some capacity. And as you say, he's picked a team tonight that he thinks is best to start the game. Obviously, subs will play their part. We've seen already the impact the subs can make from the bench, so they're there if required. But the starting 11, they've got to go and perform good enough in the first half as well to try and put some light ahead of us. As I said, I think it'll be quite a scrappy and nervy game, if I'm being honest. The pitch looks heavy as well. I've seen some photos of the pitch with the rain this afternoon. Looks quite a heavy pitch as well. It's tight, it'll be congested. And I think it'll be whoever takes their chances the most, mate, will come away with the 3 points, and hopefully it's us.
Listen, mate, wasn't it that long ago that the weather it's been, there would have been no chance of that game being on, Jim?
Well, I'll tell you, I watched it a few weeks back, and it looked. I was actually surprised the way it had cut up a few weeks back. I know they've not been at home for a few weeks, but I think the conditions tonight, by the way, will be telling as well, by the way, and I think it could be interesting.
Listen, when I look at it, I think we've got a stronger bench. I think we've got a stronger team, if I'm honest. But you've still got to do the business, Jim.
Aye, you still got to do it, aye.
No, it doesn't mean it's
It's going to be an interesting night ahead, lads, and I just hope we get the result, because I think we need it. I'm going to bow out, because I'm going to football training with a fit team, man. Oh, man, what a nightmare.
Oh, well. Well, listen, enjoy yourself and enjoy the game.
I'll do it. I'll give the wee phone after it, and hopefully we get the result.
What are you going to do? You going to tape it and watch it later on?
No, one of you will spoil it for me, because that's what we did for you last night.
Imagine somebody doing that. Anybody here?
Robert, terrible, wasn't it?
Shocking, Jim. You would never see us doing that.
Robert, I thought you would have been the one that would have been in there telling us about the jam tart score, and I go, no.
No, I get told to get a minute because some people are behind in the game for me.
Right, lads, brilliant talking to you again, okay?
Cheers,
Jim.
Jim.
Here we go.
Cheers, Jim. Enjoy, mate.
Yeah, right, lads. Cheers, laugh. Bye-bye.
Right, we might get an explanation of what's going on, Robert. So get yourself a mute and let's hear from our manager, the one and only.
Danny, how do you view the challenge of Motherwell tonight?
Big one. We know this. I think they're doing really well. Good results. I think both teams, us and Motherwell, they took a lot of points in the last couple of weeks. Will be a tough test for us. We know this. We are ready for this. I think Motherwell had now a break from 10-11 days without the game. Could be advantage for them. They are more fresh. Could be advantage for us. We have to focus on our own. Yeah, I think will be also the conditions there will be a challenge as well. But you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, just on your team, a number of changes from Sunday. But is that a reflection of the strength of your squad as a whole? Danny, how do you view the challenge?
11 days without the game. Could be advantage for them. They are more fresh. Could be advantage for us. We have to focus on our own. Yeah, I think will be also the conditions there will be a challenge as well. But you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, just on your team, a number of changes from Sunday. But is that a reflection of the strength of your squad as a whole?
Yeah, on the one hand, we have a good squad. Some players, yeah, I said this before. You have a press conference, you speak about things, and then during the day you get new information. Then you have to be a little bit aware about some players. But the good thing is, I have a lot of players available. For some players, it was a little bit too much risk today to start them, and it's the reason why I make this decision. Then I look still as well ahead. Yeah, I think you have to take these 2 games in a row now. And all in all, I think I'm totally convinced that we have a strong starting 11, but we know we need also good subs today.
Yeah, how much of a boost is it to get Yusuf back, just given his experience of these away fixtures this season?
Yeah, Yusuf gives us a different profile in front. I think Ryan did a fantastic job, but by Ryan that was a little bit the case. Was too much risk to start him again today. We drew some minutes from him. I think Yusuf is ready, Yusuf is fresh, this is good to see, and now we go forward.
Just lastly, what qualities do you want to see from your side tonight?
Yeah, we have to. I think this will be a running game today. Both teams will try something, both teams will play with intensity, both teams want to play football. We have to be smart. I think we did really well in Aberdeen, and we have to be strong as well today here to take something.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, Robert, he's intimated that some players aren't quite ready to start, so hopefully they're sensing his rationale and maybe they'll get minutes tonight and make them even more ready for Sunday after a victory tonight, mate.
Here's hoping, mate. Here's hoping. And the ones that he's saying that aren't quite ready, to me, that would strike maybe Roman, Skov Olsen and Fernandes. I know he mentioned Nadiri there about a risk. Whether that's a risk in terms of minutes or a risk on playing a new guy that's just in the door as a front man, maybe that's more what he's alluding to. But for minutes-wise, I think he's looking more towards Fernandes, Romans and Skov Olsen.
I think you might be right there, mate. I think you might be right. You know, they're coming back, and maybe even Sterling as well, mate. Yeah.
Aye, because I think obviously I know after tonight, mate, we go weekend by weekend pretty much in the league now. But you want to have your players available for it. You don't want to be having any niggles at the moment that could cost you long term. So again, smart thinking, the smart logical sense by Danny Rule. As long as it pays off, mate, then he'll get his just reward at the end of the game with the 3 points.
Aye. Listen, it's one of these games, mate. It's just all about winning, mate. Yeah.
Exactly, mate. It might be an ugly win tonight, and I think we'll take that any day of the week right now. Before a ball's kicked tonight, conditions aren't great. 2 teams that are pretty much on form. I think a lot of people would take a Bridgeman tonight. I don't think you're expecting a 3 or 4-0 dominant win. I think anybody would take 3 points no matter how they get it.
Listen, in normal circumstances, we get a tough game here, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and their form makes it no normal, yeah?
Aye, exactly, mate. And surprisingly though, as much as you're saying that, they've not beat us at home since 2015, back when it was the championship kind of playoff into the Premier League. The aggregate 6 wins was the last time they beat us.
I think that McFadden or someone was playing the last time they beat us in the league. I'm going to have a go off my head and say it'll be 2005 or something like that. Maybe
Aye.
2004-05 season. Yeah.
But last home fixture was 2015 when we last played them, mate, until we
Aye,
came back up
and
and
that
we've won
playoff game,
since.
that-
So,
That was
but
rough.
y-
If I
no,
raised
you're
that
right.
one through my memory, mate.
No, aye, a lot of people have as well, mate. A lot have remembered it for the wrong reasons, but no, it is. It's, as you say, they've improved well under their manager.
Well,
As I
see
say,
what you
the
done
show
there. See what you done there.
they were a point below us when Danny Rowe came in, and they've taken 27 points from 36 from home this season. So they fancied a home format as well, but it's about us tonight, just playing as well as we can to get a result in any way, whether it's a open play goal or a set piece goal or even an own goal, mate. As long as we get the 3 points, that's what really matters.
All right. My last player that scored against them at home was
Scott Arfield
that
for
an omen?
Falkirk 2-1 victory.
Is that an omen?
Falkirk. Could be if you're superstitious. It's Friday 13th this weekend as well, so if you're superstitious, it could be.
That is we all bear, mate.
Oh, I know. I'm in his underpants.
He's mental. He's mental.
Nah, I hope
He's
he's
a
feeling a wee
gentleman.
bit better today. Hope
He's
he's
a
feeling a wee bit
gentleman,
better
but
today with his sniffles last night.
he'll not let his missus walk under a ladder. He's some man.
Oh, aye. A gentleman he is.
Right, people join us all the time, mate, and the big talking points in the team. He's the team and the substitutes, just the Rangers team, please.
Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Giga, Magoma, Chukwuani, Raskin, Diamondi, Gisama, Moore and Chermiti. Substitutes are Kelly, Fernandez, Romans, Sterling, Asgard, Antman, Skov Olsen, Naderi and Miovski.
It must be potentially the strongest squad we'll put together. Starting 11 plus bench for a long time, mate, yeah?
Aye, it has to be. And the good thing is, it goes back to what you were saying the other night, mate, is there's not a lot of players who are injured. At this point in the season, you're usually looking at the bench and thinking, looking at how weak it is and who's going to actually come on and influence a game. That's a strong bench as well. Strong starting 11. I know there's some question marks about it, but strong 11 and a strong bench to use when necessary as well. So he's formed a team, mate. That's exactly what he's done. He's built a team that has got us to this stage in the season, and it's now about just pushing on to the final line.
Aye, listen, so far so good, and hopefully it works out that he's nailed it tonight, but it is a 16-man game now, mate, yeah?
That's the good thing about the extra subs. You can use the players. You've got quality, you've got depth, so you've got the advantage of bringing on 2 extra subs than you did have before when it was only 3. So they'll be used the night. I think they'll use the full 5 allocation. Who that's going to be, I don't know. I'd imagine you'll see Naderi, maybe Skov Olsen, but the rest, mate, I don't know. It depends on how the game pans out for me.
Aye, knocks, and if anything happens, you have to change your setup, you know what I mean? You just see where it takes us. But we've got cover all over the pitch, obviously. I wouldn't say we've got the greatest cover in midfield, mate, yeah?
You've only really got Asgard, really. I know Stella could get into midfield, but you've got Asgard really as a midfielder. Still looks quite light in that sense, especially when you've not got Bairami in the squad in it either. So you're hoping the 3 guys are starting get through it.
I believe he's due a rest, mate.
Aye.
That's all I'm saying.
What's his space one, is it?
Aye. I'm just saying he's due a rest. Yeah. Put that one out yourself. Yep. Right.
Yep.
Look, Big Chermiti, he's not been prolific. If you maybe look at it, Big Ryan's no far away from him in the goal scoring stats. But he had come in at a bit of form, mate. Let's be honest. He got confidence and he did play well in some games also.
He did. I think it was the St Mirren game at Ibrox. He put in a good shift. Didn't get a goal, but he'd done well, getting an assist that night, and then obviously goes to Parkhead and gets a double. But his performances since then, without actually contributing in terms of goals or assists, he's worked well off the ball. He's held the ball up. He's linked play up. He's looked a threat. looks more mobile, looks more fitter. But obviously you want to see him scoring goals, so hopefully he can get back in the score sheet tonight if the chance is there for him. Because I think as well, same as Miovski, when you see a striker coming in the door in January, you feel that pressure that you need to go and deliver when you've got your opportunity to start games and capitalise on chances that are in front of you. He needs to get the service as well, Ox, as much as the chances creation as well.
Of course, mate. Of course. You know, there was been games when it wasn't great, but he still didn't have service, mate, yeah?
Yep. That's the final third. It's the decision making that has cost us a few times. Maybe not seeing games out comfortably, not scoring extra goals, or maybe just winning a game 1-0. It's fine margins, but hopefully tonight, when they do present, we can take the opportunities. Again, maybe set pieces come into it. And we've showed quite a threat from there over time as well. So maybe that'll be a way to the goal tonight as well. As I said, if it's a bridge man, it's a bridge man. We'll take it.
Aye, the midfield, Tucci, Raskin, Diamondi, when it looks at me, it looks as if it's for them by the 2 and the 1. Diamandi's come on to a bit of form. Tucci, I've liked what I've seen, mate, without getting carried away. And we know if Nico Raskin plays, if he plays, we'll get a really good player on our odds.
Aye, I think, see, having the 3 tonight, Ox, I think having Chukwueze in there is kind of the holder, the power in the midfield. You might see Raskin and Diamondi both getting forward into the box a lot more than they have been, especially when they've only been playing as a 2. But I think that extra man gives them licence to get forward. And we know Diamondi can get forward, he's just not got the cleanest finish on him. And we've seen that Raskin can get in, create chances, score and assist. So interesting to see how they play as a 3 tonight, mate, going forward, because on paper you would say it's quite a strong midfield.
Aye, well, I think we are short of bodies in midfield, so that's arguably the best 3. Yeah, we've not got a lot of other options, have we? Really, if we're really honest, mate.
No, we don't. But do you think it's a flat 3, or do you think it's Chukwueze and Raskin sitting with Diamondi pushed into a 10 almost? How do you see it lining up, the 3 itself?
His preferred has been the 4-2-3-1, mate. You know, but he's also went to the 4-3-3, particularly the second half at Parkhead, as I said earlier on, mate. Well, I don't know who it was. I think it was Carl that said it. Don't try and super guess Danny Rowe, because you might look foolish, but he likes the tweaks, mate. And I think you set your team up to maximise your team, but sometimes to work against the other team and do what's best to win the match, mate. So if you trust the manager, you've got to let him go on with his job, mate.
Aye, and he showed over the time, Ox, that he's been here, that if he selects a team that doesn't cut it out well in the first half, he's not scared to make some changes as well. We've got the bench, but it'll be interesting to see how he does line up, because there's a few options that he could do with formation there with the personnel at start. As you say, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 4-1-4-1. There's a lot of kind of flexibility in there. But again, we've got a strong bench as well that we can use and bring on, especially when the game might be tight. Get players on the ball that can drive, get us forward. And if Motherwell tire, it's a heavy pitch, I said earlier on, they might try and use it to their advantage with the pace we can bring on.
We've definitely got options in the forward areas. I mean, you've got Olsen you can bring on, you've got Ryan Berry, you've got, you've Asgard that you think, but if he gets involved and shows what he can do, we've seen what he can do, but we've not seen it often enough by a distance, Robert. Huh?
No, we've not. I mean, he's slowly going to find his way, a hard way back into the team, especially if the guys that have came in and the team that starts tonight start performing well the next few weeks, and he's not as effective as they are. He'll find himself kind of in the path of trying to break into a team somewhere. And it depends on the formations we play as well, if he can break into the squad, because a lot of players will be ahead of him. So he'll need to up his game big time, I think, going forward. Whether that's contributing obviously goals and assists as well, but just general overall performances.
General play's going to be better, mate.
Yeah, for a guy who has ability and quality, mate, we know it's there. It's just, as you say, we've not seen it enough to be 100% sure that he can cut it out for a long term.
Aye. Listen, mate, you've got to be consistent. Yeah. One absolute moment of brilliance in 6 or 7 games, mate. Doesn't keep you in the team, eh?
No, it doesn't. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. You want to be doing it on a weekly basis, game by game, standing out when it matters as well. It's not just about playing the big fixtures, it's about playing the lesser teams in the league and being effective, working hard off the ball, doing well on the ball, making the right decisions. Whether you score a goal and assist, just the general play as well, you need to do it as well long term. But for me, at the moment in time, he's going to find it hard to get into a team, especially if the new guys that came in and the team that starts tonight and others that are on the bench start to perform really well over the next few weeks.
I've just got a funny feeling, but that he could play a big part in the running. Mate, he's got something that he's going to do something spectacular, you know, like that free kick against Aaron. It wouldn't have mattered if that was Real Madrid, mate. It was some goal.
It was, you can't take the goal away from him,
No,
regardless of the opponent.
You know, aye. Look, he's frustrated. I don't think it's right. I think he's lost his place, mate, because he wasn't consistent enough. For me, his best performance this season was at PT1, mate.
Aye, without being spectacular,
Aye.
to be honest. Without being spectacular. But that's the thing, it's just that general play that you want to see. But again, whether you're involved in goals or assists, your general play, linking it up, holding up, running with the ball, a bit of drive and determination, you want to see that as well. And that's something we've not seen a lot of as well. So, interesting. But I think he will play a part, of course he will. Every player will play a part because we're going to need a full squad team up between now and the end of the season.
Aye. He might even play his part tonight. You know. But we'll see, mate. We'll see. We've talked about Mikey Moore, mate. Yeah. Became a fan's favourite. Would that be fair?
I think so, mate. I think so. The old cliche is never fall in love with a loan player. And I've seen a lot of people saying they would love to see the club try and get him on loan again next season, or if somewhat feasible, a permanent. But I think he's quite highly regarded by Spurs down there. He's homegrown, he's English, so they would want stupid money.
The new manager down there might not like him.
Well, that's another thing. There's a lot of factors and things you need to consider when he goes back to Spurs in the summer, where he is and where the club is. But I wouldn't say no to another loan deal. See if you could say you got him back for another year on loan. I wouldn't say no to that. I think he's got potential to go high up in the game, but I just don't know if we would be able to afford him given what he's got. As I said, homegrown. Spurs, they would probably want silly money for him just because he is that homegrown player for quotas and stuff like that. So if you get him another loan deal, I think a lot of fans would get behind that one. I think he would like it as well, if I'm being honest.
Aye. Because obviously he's playing. You know, he might have been playing down there now. The way it's went for them this season, eh?
Well, you've catch him back a few weeks ago. Was it Glenn Hoddle was saying that Spurs should consider actually recalling him and getting him into the team because he was performing well up here, and he felt that was something Spurs were lacking. That drive, that hunger, that desire to get forward, get on the ball, and he thinks that Mikey Moore could have been something that Spurs were missing. So it just shows you that he is quite highly regarded down there. So you never know what they've planned out, but I think he's enjoying the first team action here, mate. He's started off quite tough for him. We know that. But under Danny Rowe in particular, he's came to the floor and he's enjoying his football, and he's a player that excites his support, gets them off the seats.
Right, mate. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Mikey Moore. Let's hear from him. Let's hear from Mikey Moore. Oh, hopefully Mr. Fox will sort out. We'll be right back. We'll be here for young Mikey. Aye, look, mate.
Mikey, how
he's
excited
done
are you
well.
in the squad for this one tonight?
Yeah, I'm buzzing to play tonight. I think it's a massive game as every game is. So yeah, excited to play another game and hopefully get a win.
Yeah, is this another opportunity for the team to show what they're all about?
Yeah, I think these games are what what hopefully wins you titles. So coming away here tonight is a huge game for us, and they're a very good team, so it's going to be a good test.
Yeah, I'm sure you've done your analysis on Motherwell. What do you make of them and their threats as a team?
They're a very good footballing side. I think you see that when they come to us last time. They're a very good footballing team. So yeah, we need to try and stop what they're good at, and yeah, all that matters at the end of the game is that we come away with 3 points.
Yeah, and for yourself as an attacking player, 13 goals for the team in the last 2 games. There's certainly plenty of confidence that you can take into this one.
Yeah, I think we was before the last few games we was getting a lot of chances and not scoring enough goals. So the last few games have been good. We've finished our chances and killed games off. So hopefully that could be another one of them tonight.
Yeah, pretty wet and wild night. Do you have to show the ugly side to your game as well?
Yeah, it was just probably similar to when we went up to Aberdeen. It was a tough night, weather conditions, pitch, but pitch is fine. We could deal with it. So yeah, not a good game.
Yeah, and a big away support behind the goal there. How much are you looking forward to playing in front of them?
Yeah, I remember my first game I watched up here was against these in the first game of the season. So it's a nice stadium, nice stand, and hopefully the fans come and bring energy and cheer us on.
Everybody likes him, doesn't they? You forget he's only 18, mate, yeah?
I think that's the scary thing, Ox, that he is only 18 and he's up a level from what the rest of our players have showed. He's got that in him. He's got the football knowledge. He's got the drive and the willingness to get involved in the game. He doesn't shy away from it. So we've obviously he's come up here with the expectations of doing well for himself, but doing his bit for the team as well. And I think over the last few weeks, he's certainly a player that has showed that he can make things happen. He's that player that maybe the likes of Gassama should kind of look at in a way that you're not just giving it, hoping something happens. He makes things happen, and that's kind of what you maybe want from the likes of Gassama and Asgard. So maybe they should maybe look at him and say, well, if he can do it, maybe we could learn something as well. But no, he seems to enjoy his football, mate.
Aye, I mean, with Gassama, we know he's got ability, the gas man, you know? And he's shown it in glimpses, and he scored some wonderful goals as well, mate. You know, but he scored 2 goals in the game. Come on and sub and scored a great goal against Dundee. He got the goal away in Porto, mate. And then after that, you wouldn't have known he was on the pitch. I know you're playing a level above, but you've got to do the hard bits. I think with a young Gasman, to move his game on, mate, for me, if I was talking to him constantly, I'd say, look, you've got potential. You have to improve your attitude. I think that's what he lets himself do, mate. Yeah? And that means doing the hard running, working for the team, and just getting involved. Now, by all accounts, he's meant to be a nice fella. It's just, it's as if his face is always tripping him.
Aye, and he's not been the only player to do that, and he won't be the last to have that kind of look about him. But as you say, you've got to do the dirty side of the game, work back, track your men, do your defensive duties as much as you want to get forward and attack and be a threat. You've still got to do everything else in the 90-minute game, or 90-plus minute these days. So he is somebody that he can score goals. We've seen it. He can cut in with that right foot, score some good goals, can create chances. It's just, again, consistency for him. And I think attitude plays a lot of that. When it's not going his way, when he doesn't get a decision, I think it's arms up in the air rather than getting right back and getting stuck in again.
Aye. And you're doing too easy, mate. Yeah, I don't like it. I've got to be honest with you. That's part of the attitude, mate. I think you can suffer for that, mate. You end up not getting the decisions you should get. Yeah, so, just the way I see it, mate.
Aye, be smart about it. Be smart. Don't try and con the referee, because you've got VAR these days that are going to look at it, and if it's going to go over rules, you're going to get booked for diving, which has been done before. I don't like seeing it myself, mate, but be smart in it. If there's a contact, I'm not saying don't go down if you feel contact in the box, but don't make it over dramatic and, again, just fling your arms up there, not be happy you never got it. And as you say, once you get one, you're probably not going to get another one unless it's a dead-on stone waller.
But aye, listen, we know he's got ability. Hopefully he's a good gamer, right, mate, makes things happen, And you know that he's going to try and come inside. And young Jason McGowan, yeah, man, I know people said that when they start him, but arguably he's been my most consistent player all season, isn't he?
He has, and I said it the other night, mate, you've got two good left backs now. We've seen Romans, we're still to see him defend, of course, but going forward, we've got 2 guys that have got bags of energy to get forward, Magoma's put in some good balls from down the line. He's put in corners, set pieces. But again, from a player who, when we first brought him in, you questioned why we bring in a guy this young, this age, in that position, not an established fullback. He's growing, he's maturing, and he's not done anything wrong in these games. So it'll be a good battle between him and Romans. I'd still think Romans is the guy going forward once he's really up to match speed and fitness. But I've got no qualms with Magoma coming in because I think he's done very, very well for a young boy.
Aye, Gasman could learn from him and his attitude.
Aye, I think that's something that a lot of people would say, that if I guess I'm alone and maybe have some others, attitude always gets in the way. But the best way for me to respond to any criticism or anything else is don't show the attitude. Go and show it on the pitch. Go and show your qualities and prove us wrong. And again, there's attitude been an issue with players before. Gassama's not going to be the last, that's for sure. But just go and do the football. Let football do the talking rather than anything else.
Listen, to keep you up the steps of the levels of football, mate, or level of consistency, mate, it is 90% attitude, 10% ability. You know, you need that blend. You need that blend. Anyway, right. So you've gone for an edgy 1-0. In these weather conditions, you think an edgy 1-0? Is that what you're thinking?
I'm actually going to go 1-0 in it, mate. I know I've been 2 or 3 the past few weeks. I generally think 1-0 in it, quite scrappy, horrible conditions. I know Jim was saying end to end. I think it'll be quite tight. 2 defences been tight, and ultimately who takes a chance, and whether it's a set piece for us or not, mate, I think it'll be a 1-0 victory for the Rangers.
I would take that right now, mate. Right now, yeah.
Yep.
But you know me, I like us to win both halves, mate, yeah?
Aye. Puts a wee bit of gloss on it, doesn't it? But I don't know, mate, just any victory tonight, mate. Any victory.
Aye. Well, listen, I can't argue with that. You know, it's all about a take a bridge, man, as it sits the snow, mate. I really would. You know, and I'm just looking at something goals against. The 2 teams have lost 35 goals. The 2 best defences in the league, mate. Yeah, 1 goal between them. You know,
they've only conceded 7 since Danny Rule came in, mate. So it shows you how tight their defence has been since October. Very, very tight, stubborn.
Aye, mate. We just have to get a clean sheet. I'm confident we'll score in both halves, mate. Confident, yeah.
Aye, I hope you're right, mate. Just it takes the tension and the edge away from it. I'm still going to stay the 1-0 though. But any victory will do me.
You just like because I'm getting nervous and that, yeah?
I don't, mate, because I hate it myself, but it's just the way I'm feeling it, mate. I think it's just a nervy one.
Well, it's a big game, mate. You should feel nervous, yeah?
Aye, of course. This is what you want a title running to be. You want to be nervous, albeit I touched on it last night. You don't want to be sitting running away with things because you somehow lose a wee bit of excitement about it. This is the games you want to be involved in as players and supporters like it as well. You're checking other results, you're seeing what's happening elsewhere. It's a long way to go still, but given what's happened last night late on in the game, you obviously want to go in on Sunday, the 3 points behind and nothing less.
Yeah. Right, mate. Last word for your good self before we wrap up.
Cheers for me, mate, as always. Looking forward to it, of course. Interesting to see how we set up with the personnel tonight. But as I said, any victory will do me, mate. But a bridge man, I will take tonight.
Here, thanks to your good self for joining us, mate. Thanks for Jim for taking the time on his way to his club. They'll catch a match, of course. Thanks to Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating the Rangers victory. Robert, yes?
Yeah.
Take it away, Old School Blue.